There are going to be a lot of people who are going to watch this interview and say he's only sitting down because he wants to clean up his image. It's all a performance. So what do you say to that?
I understand that, I understand that I'm not ever going to make, everyone happy. I can only come tell my truth, and that's all I know to do.
In many ways, Morgan Wallen embodies country music.
I'ma need some whiskey glasses.
The Tennessee native rose to the top of the charts in 2018 with hits like Whiskey Glasses and songs like 7 Summers, a celebration of small-town living, good friends, and good times.
That was 7 summers ago.
At 28 years old, Wallen is one of the biggest stars in the industry. But earlier this year, all that was called into question when this video obtained by TMZ became public. It showed Wallen and a group of his friends coming home after a night out on the town in Nashville.
Hey, take care of this. Hey, Gracie, take care of this.
A neighbor was recording when Wallen said a racial slur.
When did you realize that what you had done was a big deal?
My manager called me probably 2 hours before the video came out. He's like, "Are you sitting down?" And no one's ever called me and said that before. I think I realized quickly how much my words matter and the weight and influence that I have now.
The fallout was swift. Wallen was suspended from his label, top radio chains pulled his songs, and the Academy of Country Music announced he would no longer be eligible for any awards at their annual ceremony in April.
Did you think your career was over?
I wasn't sure. I thought that there was a possibility that it was over. I had to get out of my house really fast because my house was in the video. I went to one of my friends has a house, out in the middle of nowhere. I got a lot of threats. My family got a lot of threats. And just sitting in that house, trying to figure out what it is I'm supposed to do.
So take me back to that night.
I had some of my, longtime friends in town. We'd kind of just been partying all weekend, and we figured we'd just go hard for the 2 or 3 days that they were there.
How did this happen? Out of nowhere? You just refer to someone with a racial slur?
No, I don't think it just happened. I was around some of my friends, and we stayed dumb stuff together. It was, in our minds, it's playful. I don't know if that sounds ignorant, but that's really where it came from, and it's wrong, and I quickly understood that.
And had there been no video of the incident, we obviously wouldn't be sitting here right now. This is not the first time you said the word. This is the word that you use frequently amongst your friends.
I wouldn't say frequently, no, not frequently. It was just around this certain group of friends, I would say.
In what way was it used?
It's one of my best friends. We were all clearly drunk, and I was asking his girlfriend to take care of him because he was drunk and he was leaving. I didn't mean it in any derogatory manner at all.
There are a lot of people going to say, okay, we've been drunk, we never used the word. Even when you're drunk, there are certain things you do and you don't do. What made you think that the word was ever appropriate to use?
I'm not sure. I think I was just ignorant about it. I don't think I sat down and was like, hey, is this right or is this wrong?
And do you know the history of the word?
Oh yeah, I've heard some stories in the initial conversations that I had after that, just how some people are treated even still today. And I'm just like, I haven't seen that with my eyes, that pain or that insignificant feeling or whatever it is that it makes you feel.
That goes back to slavery used by white people to dehumanize black people and make them feel less than.
Exactly.
It's also, I think if you dig deeper, a word that a lot of black people heard before they were terrorized, beaten, or even possibly killed. So it's a word that really, I've been called it, makes you mad, makes you angry, doesn't make you feel good at all. So do you understand why it makes black people so upset?
I don't know how to put myself in their shoes because I'm not, but I do understand it, especially when I say that I'm using it playfully or whatever, ignorantly. I understand that must sound, like he doesn't understand.
More than a week after Wallen was caught on camera using a racial slur, he posted this video, apologizing and asking his fans not to defend his actions.
I also accepted some invitations from some amazing black organizations, some executives and leaders to engage in some very real and honest conversations.
BMAC is one of the first organizations that I spoke with, the Black Music Action Coalition. I spoke with Kevin Lyles, I spoke with Eric Hutcherson, with B.B. Winans is another one that I spoke with.
Morgan Wallen got his start on The Voice in 2014.
And in these times I need a saving
And as his fame grew, so did his bad boy persona. In May 2020, he was arrested for public intoxication and disorderly conduct after being kicked out of Kid Rock's bar in Tennessee and arguing outside when bouncers asked him to leave. But for some, what was caught on tape crossed a line. This incident highlighted racial disparities within the industry.
Land of the free, you should try to be black like me.
Mickey Guyton is the first black female country singer to be nominated for a Grammy for her song, Black Like Me. At the time, she tweeted, "When I read comments saying that this is not who we are, I laugh because this is exactly who country music is. I question on a daily basis as to why I continue to fight to be in an industry that seems to hate me so much."
Can we get to the point now where we are also uncovering or working to undo the culture that supports an artist? Like, how do we even get an artist in this space who is essentially on top of the world and still talks like this? How do we get that? Why does he feel comfortable here doing that?
In the 9 days following the release of the video, downloads of Wallen's album skyrocketed by 500%. Dangerous is one of the most popular albums in the U.S. this year.
My team noticed that whenever this whole incident happened, that there was a spike in my sales. So we tried to calculate what the number of how much it actually spiked, from this incident. And we got to a number somewhere around $500,000, and we decided to donate that money to some organizations, BMAC being the first one.
ABC News reached out to BMAC, but has not heard back.
Do you believe there is a race problem in country music overall?
I mean, it would seem that way. Yeah, I haven't really sat and thought about that. But yeah, I mean, I think that if you're talented and you have good music and you perform well and you have a product, then it shouldn't matter if what color you are.
You posted a letter, and in the letter you said you're taking a couple of months away, and you were proud of the work that you put in. And so can you describe or tell us some of the work that you put in?
I went and checked myself into rehab, and for 30 days I spent some time out in San Diego, California. Just trying to figure it out. Why am I acting this way? Do I have an alcohol problem? Do I have a deeper issue?
What made you want to sit down, Ed, and talk about this?
I've told a lot of people sorry to their face, but I kind of just wanted to come tell my story and let people know, kind of who I am and how much I regret the mistake I made.
For a star who had fans hanging on every note, this has been a reminder of the power of words.
What do you want to say to anyone who heard you say this word, especially someone with your influence?
I said this word out of ignorance. Because I said it, it doesn't mean that I think you should follow my lead by any means. I hope that all my fans know that that's not in my heart and that's not something that I condone or that I think that they should be doing either.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.